regardless of whether it's not you're actually interested in this, or if you're just trying to get out of advisory, I do think it's good because you're going to hear a good message. I knew a little bit about this, but Catherine approached Mr. Pinkman and I and kind of wanted to, this is something close to her heart, and I think after you hear it, you'll see why. And any student who wants to take something on like this, especially Worlds Away, something that you don't think about every single day, but impacts children that are younger than you, this is a pretty good message and we support this. So I'm not going to talk anymore. Please give Catherine your attention and respect, and it's all yours.
Okay, so I should start off by saying my whole presentation deleted 7th period. So there's probably a lot of typos and it's not as pretty as it was. But okay, so this presentation, KNOY 2012. Okay, so the war started by a man named Joseph Kony. He just wanted power. It started April 25th, 1986. It's been going on for 26 years now. And Kony started up this group. He just wanted power. He started this group called the Lord's Resistance Army. It's known as the LRA. And he's been abducting kids ages 4 to 18 ever since. So that's like your sisters, your brothers, like it's us. Like we're under 18, like it's us. So it's just happening in a different place. The boys are forced to kill their own parents, friends, and family. This is a picture of 4 children that have been abducted and turned into child soldiers. These boys have no choice, die, or choose to live. They're so young and impressionable that they will do anything to stay alive. On the left is a boy that's been mutilated by an LRA member. His lip has been cut off, his ears have been cut off, just because he was at home that night and they abducted him. He's #1 on the International Criminal Court list criminal. No, not he kills, rapes, murders, abducts, and doesn't care. He just wants power. Like if anything were to happen, like if one child's abducted, it's in the news. Like imagine like a whole town, like the whole Mercer community, they've just been abducted. Like all of us just gone. Like soldiers. Like this would be stopped. This wouldn't even happen ever. It's just unfortunate because it's in an underdeveloped country and they can't protect themselves. So. The girls are sold into sex slavery. They're used multiple times each day by LRA members, like repeated rapes just every single day. And I mean, the chances of getting impregnated are so high. I mean, they don't have protection, they don't have birth control. STDs are just crazy. Like, if they're impregnated, they'll get killed unless they manage to escape, which is really rare. So this is a woman, her name is Grace, wearing her bracelet, green right here. Her story is that she was impregnated and she managed to escape. So then the invisible children, when they were finding out about this and they were in the country, she approached them and she was put in a rehabilitation center and returned back to her family and now is a productive member of society. So that was her story. Okay, so I know there's been a lot of questions about their financials. It's just, I mean, with anything in the media, it's negative media, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. And the media is just twisting this graph and saying that only 30% of the proceeds go directly to Africa, which is true. I mean, when you look at it, they're just twisting it in a negative way. Up at the top, that big yellow bar, it says that 37% goes directly to Africa, but they're not counting for the other percentage that goes to funding that money that goes to Africa. There's money that goes to filming, money that goes to their rent to keep the organization in San Diego and keep it going, money for fundraising, money for tours, for schools. It's like a teacher exchange program where teachers from here go over there and vice versa, and they teach. And I mean, it's just really great things that these people do, like t-shirts, merchandise, bracelets, DVDs, just fundraising. I mean, fuel for gas, it's like $4 a gallon now. They need a fuel to go cross country and display the message. So that's what their expenses are for. And I mean, there's financial records on invisibleChildren.com. If you just go, click on financials at the top, and there's every single financial report ever since like day one. So it's all there for you guys to see if you just want to check it out. So the government has done, Obama just passed a law to send 100 military troops over there to advise. not to fight in combat, not to fight in war, not to do anything violent, just to advise the Ugandan army to stop Kony and to try to track him and find him. So he said, in furtherance of the Congress's stated policy, I have offered a small number of U.S. forces to deploy in Central Africa to provide assistance to regional forces that have been working towards removal of Joseph Kony from the battlefield. And this was taken action by October 14th, 2011, so 6 months ago, not even. The purpose of Kony is to show the government that we care. By saying his name, by putting it on Twitter, by putting it in Facebook, we can show everyone that has access to that media that we care, that we care. So they see that we still show interest, we still want to stop this man from committing these crimes, they'll do something about it. I mean, we can call them, we can write them letters, we can email them, we can show up to their offices and say, look, this needs to stop. So that's just the purpose, to get his name in the media. People that support it, there's 2012, so they influenced 20 culture makers and 12 policy makers. So these are all of them. There's Oprah, Mark Zuckerberg, George Clooney, one of them Lady Gaga. They all came up in a slide and then got deleted into it. They're all up there, and you can see them. Some of the policy makers are George Bush, Kay Granger, Patrick Clay, Mitt Romney, John Kerry, Harry Reid, John Boehner, Steve Harper. Tim Tebow's one of them. Everyone loves Tim Tebow. Yeah, so as I said, the plan is just to get his name in the media. The plan is to start sundown April 20th to place posters over various towns. The towns are listed later, but as long as you don't post posters in private places and you get permission, it's not vandalism, it's not a riot, it's not a plan to kill Kony at all, it's a plan to arrest him. I know that's been a rumor. Everyone's like, oh yeah, kill Kony 2012, woo! But it's to arrest him. This is a nonviolent organization, so why would they kill someone? So, and I know there's political signs that have been going up in yards and stuff. It's not a plan to elect him for office. He's a bad man. Why would we elect him for any position in office? So places to put posters up, telephone poles, sidewalks, store windows. Sidewalks in front of the courthouse is a great place. People see them. It's town square. Your house is making signs in your front yards, public structures such as bridges, park benches, tables at parks, neighbors' yards, making flyers to hand out in stores. And that's an example of one of the posters. So we will gather at the school Friday the 20th, April 20th night in front of the school at 5:30 or at around 5:45. I'll hand out a paper of subgroups. And then the subgroup will consist of a few people with one driver. Each subgroup will go to a different town, and they'll Mercer, Hermitage, Sharon, New Wilmington, Grove City, Slippery Rock, West Middlesex, Stoneboro, Sadie Lake, and Greenville, and Reynolds. And I have papers if you're interested in signing up for the event. I'll pass those around. It's on a clipboard. I don't know if we'll need more, but I printed out 5. Once you're in your town, put posters and stickers everywhere. Make sure if people ask what you're doing, tell them the correct story. No rumors, just, lay out the facts. I'll make flyers to pass around to people explaining the story behind the war and everything that the charity is about. Do not be rude, yell obscene things, argue, vandalize, or trash public property. Only place posters in public places. You can't just go to people's house and be like, oh, window, putting it up. it's illegal. It's their house. So just, use your better judgment. Don't do anything that's obscene. Just remember, you represent invisible children, you represent Mercer High School, you represent, humanity. So you're doing this for the betterment of the world. And, it's a commitment. When you sign up, I will be putting you in a subgroup. So only sign up if you are committed and you are going to do this. I would appreciate that a lot. And then I'll pass out contact information with everyone's phone number, all the driver's phone number and my phone number. Yeah?
Can you just show up?
Yeah, I prefer it on the list because I'll be dividing you into subgroups, but if you want to show up, there's one more person. So yeah, totally, go ahead. But on the list, it'll be around. And I have some videos to show you. I don't know